Hi, I'm Dr. Sarah Story, and today in OT-560 Productive Aging course, we are going to teach you how to measure a wheelchair for an older adult client. Instructor Galloway will actually assist me on the lab, and she will show how we're going to do some of the first measurements. First, Melinda is going to measure the seat width for the client. We find it very helpful to have sliding boards or a solid surface on either side of the hip. When you line them up, you ask the individual to remove their arms out of the way so that you can measure from one sliding board or one solid surface to the other. This will allow, and she's showing Lauren how to measure the actual width of what Dixon's hips would be so that we could instruct what size of a wheelchair would be necessary.
It's 15 inches.
15 inches. Okay, great. So from those 15 inches, we take that and we will add 1 inch, and that will allow us to have a 16-inch wheelchair measurement for the width. The next measurement that we find vital would be the seat depth. From the seat depth, it's helpful to know because if it's too shallow, it could cause the client's weight to shift forward and be less stable in the environment. So Melinda is now placing the sliding board behind Dixon, and she will measure from the surface of the sliding board all the way to the popliteal fossa. And we find it helpful to have the person's knee and ankle at 90 degrees. Typically we take either a pen or some type of an instrument to put it behind the crease of the knee so that you have a stable surface to measure, so you're not changing the angle of your measurement to not skew the results.
24 inches.
In 24 inches. So we know that his width would be necessary of a 16-inch chair, and then for the depth we would take, what was it again? 24. We would take the 24 inches that Dixon measures, subtract 2.5, so then we would get
21.5 inches.
Good job, Tamara. 21.5 inches, and then we would actually add the thickness of a back cushion if it's needed. We would not need one, so we would know that his chair could measure 16 by 22. Because 21.5 would be a specific measurement, so we would go up a little bit. Okay? All right, and that's the first 2 steps of how to measure someone for a wheelchair.